Hello everyone, and welcome to the Litter 3 air poll for the Wildfire pack, where they finished their third litter, and what a litter it was. The first good portion of it was very calm, but at the end, everything started happening. However, it does seem like the storm curse was broken. We did have 2 illnesses towards the end of the litter, but they weren't very serious, and both pups either recovered or during the period of the playthrough, or were presumed to recover after it, as in the case of Hera. And it does look like we didn't have a runt either, which may have contributed to how surprisingly quickly this litter went by. Phoenix was our smallest pup, but it seems like he was not a runt, so it didn't take him quite as long to reach 20 pounds. But we did also have quite a bit of trouble with the injury system this time around. In fact, Pyra is the second wolf we've had who's gotten a major injury. So things did get a little dramatic at some points, not to mention all of the questions we still have about what in the heck is going on with Prospect Peak and with Tempest and Nimbus' sister. Maybe that's something we'll have to explore when we return to the Shattered Storm pack, which is something we're going to be doing very soon. But let's go ahead, we'll take a look at the pups, and we'll see them aged up as well. Let's briefly see them as pups, though, first. So first off, we have Thunder, who has this really cute gray coat. In fact, noticing that little streak on the forehead, I wonder if that's actually one of the new coats, because I'm not sure that I've seen this puppy coat before. But it looks like he has +1 stamina and -1 health, so his sickness really wasn't severe. Even if with a minus health, it wasn't going down all that fast. Then next up we have Soul, who's got this kind of darker coat. That could be a black coat, actually. We'll see. He has that +1 strength and -1 speed. We also have Basalt here, who has -1 strength and stamina, but +2 speed, so quite a quick wolf, despite his volcanic, rocky kind of sounding name. We also have Hera, our only female, who has 1 strength and -1 stamina, and Phoenix, who has -2 stamina, but +1 strength and speed. Pyra, of course, has this stat spread with 2 strength and 1 speed, but -2 health and -1 stamina, and Nimbus is perfectly neutral. I think we actually found him before the stat system was implemented, so he doesn't have any stat modifications. However, he does have those really pretty gray eyes. Also, both he and Pyra are technically 5 years old because the age-up system wasn't in the game at the time that we started playing with them. But I'm going to go ahead, we'll age all these pups into adults and see what they look like. Alright, and here we are with Thunder, our first wolf, and I think this is an NPC coat. Is this Bronze Forehead? I don't know all the names of the new coats very well, but I think so, judging by the look of it, and you can tell that it's an NPC coat because there's nothing listed here. It looks like he has a genetic black coat, and he also did get some very obvious customizations, but we'll take a closer look at those in a minute. He got these very bright golden eyes here, as you can see, very yellowy actually, not quite gold. And let's also listen to his howls. He's got a bit of a higher pitched one there. Well, kind of mid-ranged actually, and then a secondary. Oh, that one's a bit deeper. And then let's look at his customizations here. Now, of course, we do have naturally generating customizations now, but if you're a member of Patreon, a subscriber on Twitch, or part of the YouTube channel members, then you'll actually have access to suggesting ideas for different customizations. So if you think he got a torn ear, or if he has perhaps a short tail or something, you can suggest those ideas either on Patreon or in the supporter Discord, which is open to all supporters over the age of 13. So if you'd like to have the chance to contribute a little story and possible customization that could be used on some of our wolves, then definitely make sure to check those out. But as for the naturally generating customizations, I'm not seeing any for his ears. However, he definitely did get the radio collar, and I don't know if any of these were changed. Oops, that one's just a toggle. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, he does. He's got a crooked tail to the right. Okay. I didn't even see that from that angle. So he does have some customization happening here. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, Thunder is one of our pups who recovered from illness as well. You can see that his stats here too. He has +1 stamina, but -1 health. So it is a little bit, it's a little bit surprising that he did recover as well as he did. He didn't actually seem to get all that sick. And of course, he's the offspring of Pyra and Nimbus. But if you want more information about Thunder or any of our other wolves, you can check the spreadsheet linked in the video description. It has a quick reference to their stats, coats, and some other notes about them that we noticed if there's anything particular that stood out about them as a pup. But that is Thunder. Next up we have Soul. And oh my goodness, this is a pretty coat. This is one of the new ones. This is Third Mother 1276F from Beauteous Blacks. Beauteous Blacks and the Gorgeous Grays are the new DLC coats that just came out. Look at this coat. It's so pretty. The little white patch on the chest too. And once again, Soul has both a black coat and these really yellowy eyes. They very much stand out against the dark fur too. Look at some of the gray on the face too. The details of this. Oh my goodness, these new coats. I haven't seen them very often because we've only had a few litters since they started showing up, but they do be very pretty. Now, let's also go ahead. We'll listen to his howls. Ooh, he's got a bit of a deeper howl than there. And then for his secondary. And that's a lighter one. Okay, a little bit of a higher one. Now, as for his customizations, of course, if you're a member of Patreon, Twitch subs, or channel memberships, you'll have the ability to contribute ideas for possible stories and possible customizations that go with them in between the time that Soul was a pup and the time he became an adult, or for any of our other wolves. But it doesn't look like he rolled any natural customizations for his ears. He didn't get the radio collar. We'll take a look through some of these, but I don't think, nope, it doesn't look like he has any customizations. He's just got the default there. But he does have +1 strength and -1 speed as per his stats, which we did see as a pup as well. And of course, he is the offspring of Pyra and Nimbus. But that is Soul. Next up we have a surprising false gray coat. Goodness, this one can have some dramatic changes, and it turns out that Basalt's coat turned pure white as he got older. This is a genetic black coat, though. Genetics are weird, so even though this is about as light as a coat can get, it does count as genetic black. And this would be the Cinderella coat, 42F from the founders in the original DLC. Once again, we've got these really fiery eyes, too. A little bit more orangey than the others. And as for his howls, let's go ahead and we'll take a listen. That's a bit of a mid-ranged-ish one. And then for his secondary. Oh, much higher pitched. Is that? And I wonder if this this first one, I think that might be the same as what Thunder had. Now let's take a look at his customizations. Of course, he does have the radio collar, and if you have any ideas for something that could have happened to him between the time that he was a pup and the time that he was adult, you can contribute those either on the Patreon if you're a member of that, or in the supporter Discord if you're a member of the Patreon, or a Twitch sub, or a channel member here on YouTube, provided you're over the age of 13. But let's go ahead, we'll look at all of these. I'm not seeing anything. I'm just clicking through them pretty quick. Now he does have the radio collar, and I don't know if he's got any others. Oh, it looks like he's got a bit of a smaller neck ruff than usual. I think everything else is looking pretty normal, though. Nope. Yeah, so he's just got slightly less fluff and that radio collar. As for his stats here, again, you can see he's got that minus strength and stamina, but +2 speed, so he's a pretty quick wolf. And of course, he's the offspring of Pyra and Nimbus. But that is Basalt. Next up we have Hera. And ooh, Hera has a familiar coat. This is actually the Spitfire coat. It is genetic black. And she also got the radio collar. My goodness, apparently the researchers have found this pack to be pretty darn interesting. She actually looks a whole lot like Cassia. Cassia's her other wolf with the Spitfire coat, and I think Cassia has kind of a similar eye color too. That's pretty interesting. It's a little bit more gray-green, definitely taking more from Nimbus's side of the family. But let's go ahead, we'll listen to her howls. Ooh, and she has that classic nostalgia howl along with her secondary. A bit of a higher pitched one there too. As for her customizations, of course we can see she has the radio collar, but we'll take a look through all of them in a second. However, if you have ideas for something that could have happened to her between the time she was a pup to when she became an adult, and you're either in the Discord, the Patreon, or a channel member here on YouTube, you have the ability to submit those either on Patreon or in the supporter Discord, which is open to all supporters over the age of 13. So it doesn't look like we've got any customizations here, I don't think. Nope, not even very subtle ones. However, as for her other possibilities, I think she just has the radio collar. Okay, that seems to be her only customization. Now, she does have +1 strength and minus stamina, but the rest of her stats are neutral. And of course, she is the offspring of Pyra and Nimbus. She was actually the second pup who fell ill. However, she did recover due to reaching 20 pounds and just being that extra bit big and strong enough to shake off that illness. But that is Hera, and last but not least, we have Phoenix, and oh my goodness, look at this stunner. I think he's also got one of the new codes. Yeah, 350M in Beauteous Blacks. Look at how pretty he is. Oh my goodness, and he's got these really fiery kind of eyes as well. Very fitting for his name, and that kind of deeper orangey kind of colors mixed into his fur throughout too. But we'll go ahead, we'll listen to his howls here. He's got a bit of a deeper one, it seems like, and then for his secondary. Ooh, much higher pitched. Okay, so he's got a little bit of range there. As for his customizations, again, if you want to contribute a customization, you're a supporter through Patreon, Twitch sub, or YouTube channel membership, you can do that either on the Patreon or in the supporter Discord. But as for the ones he rolled naturally, it doesn't look like anything ear-related. No. As for the others, though, is everything normal here too? It looks like it. Okay, so he didn't get any customizations either. Not even the radio collar, even though that seemed pretty common this litter. As for his stats though, he has +1 strength, -2 stamina, and +1 speed. So a little bit quicker, a little bit stronger, much like his mother, but not a whole lot of stamina. Fire that quickly burns out. He does have normal stats too, because despite being the smallest pup of the litter, he is not actually a runt, he's just a little bit smaller. And of course, he is the offspring of Pyra and Nimbus. That's going to be the pups from the third litter, so you can find a link to a poll in the video description where you can vote for which one of them you'd like to potentially carry on the legacy of the Wildfire pack. They'll be eventually running in a poll against the other heirs from the other litters to determine which pup will take on that legacy once Pyra and Nimbus do pass on. But that probably won't be for a bit, we hope at least. Hopefully they'll have a few more litters yet. But you can also find a spreadsheet with quick reference to stats, coats, etc. in the description as well. So if you want to quickly see that, as well as some notes on the pups and any little notable things about them, you can find that there. But that's going to conclude the air pull for the third litter of the Wildfire pack. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay. Over and out.